Hello Taurus, welcome. It's Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. I hope you're all well wherever you are. This is your reading for the 24th through to the 30th of January 2022. Or thereabouts. It could resonate a little bit beyond that time. It is a general reading, Taurus, so it won't resonate with everybody. It certainly will with some, but not with everybody. So please take what resonates with you. And leave the rest behind. It'll be for somebody else at this time. Alright, let's get started into your reading, starting with the Oracle of Visions for some overall energies. But just to very quickly say, Mercury is in retrograde motion in the heavens at this time until the 3rd of February. What this means in general, to a greater or lesser degree, is that it creates delays. So it's just about giving extra time, allowing for delays. If you're planning on travelling, give some extra time for this. A little bit more attention to detail, perhaps, looking at the small print, if you're looking at contracts or agreements. And also that for some reason Mercury retrograde seems to affect our electronic equipment, so communication messages may be delayed. You know, that sort of an energy there. But it's nothing to worry about. It's all part of our life and, you know, what makes us who we are as connected to the universal planetary systems. All right, I'll leave it there then, Taurus. So let's get into your reading then. So what do we have for Taurus today? For the 24th to the 24th to the 30th of January 2022. What's important for Taurus to be aware of, perhaps, or to consider? Excuse me. Okay, so we have number 3, and this is about dreams, meditation, spiritual escape. So it's a time of, you know, just switching off a little bit and meditating when you can, connecting with the universal energies, tapping into your dreams perhaps. All right, so I'll just put that to one side. And then we also have number 11, and this is talking about harmony, balance, being in tune with others, so creating an harmonious energy within yourself and around yourself. And I feel it's the importance of that also. And of course, you know, this is how you do that, you know, by meditation, switching off, having me time, connecting with the spirit and the universal energies. You can create a harmonious atmosphere and energy within yourself, Taurus. Okay. Alright, so we'll have a look now at the Psychic Tarot. So what do we have for Taurus? The 24th to the 30th of January 2022. What do we have for Taurus for this time, please? What's important for Taurus to consider, to think about, to be aware of? Well, we have a card that's jumped out, but it was upside down, so we'll have a look at this. It's talking about passion ignited. Which would be the Ace of Wands in ordinary tarot. So something igniting your passion. And I feel that has been the case. Something, you know, whatever it is, has really set your heart on fire. But it came out reverse, so it's a little bit dampened at the moment. It won't last. It's probably something to do with Mercury retrograde, but it's just dampened a little bit at the moment. Alright, so nothing to worry about. A bit more of a shuffle. Right, so we have the heart of your reading, Taurus, the root of the matter, past influences, what's on your mind at the moment, the future going forward, and something else your guides would like to say to you at this time. And at the bottom of the deck we have a major arcana. This is patience, which would be temperance in ordinary tarot. So this is, there's a seed being set here, and you're just now watching it, waiting for it to grow. And so the message is have patience, or you are being patient, waiting for something to grow and evolve and to develop. While you're nurturing this seed, you're nurturing this, whatever it is, that needs a time to grow and evolve. You are giving it attention here, but it's just saying, just be patient a little while longer. And we can see how that connects in with here contemplation and dreams, get tapping into your dreams, meditating, spiritual escape. So we can see how the having patience, waiting for something to grow, sort of fits in nicely with that energy. All right. We'll have a look at the energy oracle cards now, and we'll use these as clarifiers for the psychic tarot. All right, so can we clarify all of the cards on the table, please, for Taurus? Clarify all of the cards on the table, please, for Taurus. At the bottom of the deck we have anxiety, so something's causing you to be a bit anxious, overthinking something, giving something a lot of thought, and it's one of these, it's like, it's that sort of an energy that is preoccupying you. It may keep you awake at night a little bit. It's that sort of an energy. Something's creating some form of anxiety, something going over and over in your mind at the moment, Taurus. Could be whatever it is you're having to be patient about and waiting. Perhaps that's why there's a need for harmony here, harmony and balance. All right, so let's have a look. What's? Here we go. So the passion ignited that jumped out earlier. It's here. It's right at the centre of your reading. So here it is again. So there's something lighting that's really sparking your passion, really getting your creative energies going here. Something you're feeling very passionate about. And the clarifier is the third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. And Archangel Chamuel is responsible here. You can see he's holding his solar plexus, a beautiful ball. It's like a small sun, bright yellow. And this is the centre for your energy to do with your autonomy, power, control, being in charge. And I feel the passion that's been ignited within you is something to do with your personal power, being in control of your autonomy and authority. And at the root of this we have your throat chakra and hostilities. So at the root of this situation, your throat chakra, so this is very much about communication. So something about communication from you coming in, so going both ways. So something about communication at the root of this. But there's hostilities here, so there's some hostility, whether it's hostile communication or communication that's quite challenging, if I can put it that way, that's perhaps not on the same page that you are, particularly if your centre, your power centre is increasing. So within your communication, there's something about communication that has created some form of hostility for some of you. So the past influences, we have love begins and cornucopia. So two fabulous energies. So your new beginning for what's meaningful for your heart. The cup overflowing, going into this beautiful rainbow pool that, you know, reflected here from the rainbow up here. So a fabulous new opportunity, new beginning that's meaningful for your heart. And yes, it's promising abundance. Promising abundance. We have cornucopia here, and we have the harvest. We have the butterfly, which is a symbol of transformation. So something that's really sort of, you know, and I feel that's led on to here, this passion ignited. So it's going to have a different meaning for all of you, Taurus. I feel for some of you this could be to do with a relationship, a new relationship perhaps. For others of you it could be something else, could be something totally different. But let's see. So in the past, love beginning, and a bumper harvest here. So really positive omens for a transformation situation. But of course, you know, you're having to wait for something to grow and have patience, but it's causing some anxiety for you. But in the past also, there's been some form of hostile communication or challenging, obstructive communication here. Okay, let's see. So what's on your mind? Well, we have suffering in silence and we have caring connections. Right, for some of you, there's this is the Nine of Swords in ordinary tarot, and this is when we have fear-based thoughts that are magnified. It's not very far removed from anxiety here. So it's come out again, it's on your mind. There's something, the anxiety, the fears, the worries are on your mind. But it says here that you're suffering in silence, so you're not actually revealing the depth of your anxiety. We have caring connections here, so this is very much about a couple, a relationship. And there's something you're really worrying about connected to the relationship. All right, going forward, we have fertility and we have the temple path. Right, major arcana, this is the Empress energy. But within this psychic tarot deck, it focuses on fertility here. I feel for somebody or for some of you, this is talking about a possible pregnancy. A pregnancy within this relationship that ignited your passion. But there's something you're really anxious and worrying about that you're not sharing with a significant other. For others of you, this is very much about new opportunities, new beginnings, expansion, evolution, prosperity and joy. I mean, all of the lovely energies that the Empress brings forward. And of course we have the temple path, and this is the steps now going up to the temple path. This is connecting to your spiritual side now. And I feel that's what this is saying going forward. Whether this is to do with fertility and becoming pregnant, you know, or whether this is about this new beginning, new opportunity. But it's going to help you to connect in with your spirituality, you know, to connect in with the universal energies. That's going to really help you with going forward. And of course, we've seen this right at the very beginning, haven't we? That this, you know, talking about spiritual escape, connecting, and that's going to help. In whatever way that you do that, Taurus. and it's going to help bring in harmony. But there's something very fertile. There's something fertile. And of course we've seen this. This is the seed that's been planted in fertile soil that now just got to wait for it to grow and blossom. So a seed has been planted here. And whether that's an actual pregnancy or whether it's something else, a new idea, a new opportunity. Let's see what your guides have to say here. Just before we have a look at that, I'm looking at the past energies, which was where love beginning, a new love, new opportunity, something meaningful for your heart, that's promising abundance with cornucopia and a transformation energy. Okay. All right, Taurus, let's have a look. So now this is what your guides want to say to you, Taurus. We've got heartache and loss, and we have yin yang. So heartache and loss, there's a sense of sadness, a sense of loss here. And the clarifier is yin yang, which is about harmony, balance. So I feel there's a disharmony, or there's been a disharmony, or there is a disharmony within you at the moment, and it's something to do with some form of loss that's creating some form of heartache for you. I think I'm going to get some more cards now. I'm going to get some more cards for fertility and the temple path. Right, could be clarified, please. Fertility and the temple path going forward for Taurus. For Taurus. Clarify fertility and the temple path, please. Clarify fertility and the temple path, please. Excuse me. Alright, we have the Two of Cups that's come out connected to fertility. So this is very much to do with a relationship here. In one way or another. A twin flame connection. And there's something about fertility here connected to this twin flame relationship. And connected to the temple path we have the Chariot. And again, with the Chariot, with this particular depiction, although the Chariot's ready to go, there's no horses and no reins there, and there's blocks in front of the wheel. So it's a reflecting again that things are ready, but it's time. I just got to wait a bit longer. It's a time of waiting. Right, can we have two more, please? And we have the Nine of Swords again. And we had the Nine of Swords, which is in the position of what you were thinking about here. Suffering in silence. There. So it's come out again connected to fertility. So this is that's causing you sleepless nights here, worrying about whatever this fertility means for you. Alright, and we have the World. An old cycle completing. Transformation, getting ready for a new cycle to begin. Right, we could have one more, please. One more. Right, we have the Ten of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck, which is about abundance within a family situation. The treasure chest overflowing with pentacles here. So this is very much about money, finances for some of you within the family situation. So I'll just put that to one side. Now, connected to fertility. And as I say, this could either be a pregnancy for some of you, or it's this new opportunity, new beginning, promise of expansion and abundance. So whatever it means for you, Taurus, connected to that, we've got the Two of Cups, which is the close relationship. And a close relationship can be either an intimate relationship, or it can be two people on the same page, close friendship, family friendships, family connections, work colleagues are on the same page. So you understand what I'm saying, Taurus. So this is very much a close connection here, connected to fertility. Whatever it is, it's causing this sleepless nights, this anxiety, fear-based thoughts, overthinking something. And then connected to the temple path, spiritual connections, taking time out, meditating, however you're able to connect, Taurus. We've got the Chariot, which we talked about, which is, just waiting now. It's a time of waiting for things to get going. Because there's an old cycle completing now. There's an old cycle completing, getting ready for a new cycle to begin. And it's just this in-between time now. So it's a good time to connect, to meditate, to get harmony within yourself and around yourself. All right, and then we've got the Death card that's come out. And the Death card is very much about something ending, but it's transformation energy. Something has to end for this new beginning to start. All right, so it's very much a transformation energy. I'm going to get a little bit more information about the Death card. I'll just put the Ten of Pentacles at the top there. Right, why the Death card here, please? Give me more information about the Death card, please, for Taurus. 24th, 30th of January, 2022. All right, we've got the Empress again. So yes, so this is very much about abundance, joy, happiness, expansion. The Empress embodies all the positive qualities of all of the queens in the minor arcana. But she's very much about growth and fertility, of course. So the Empress is here. We have the Lovers. So this is very much about a very close connection. Very loving, very close connection. It can also be about making a decision between two options. Okay. And the Star. So this is having hope, wishing on a star, following your North Star, achieving harmony, balance. So it's a beautiful energy. Beautiful, beautiful energy. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Ten of Swords. And this talks about, it's been a difficult, painful situation that's been probably ongoing for a while. But the swords are starting to lift now. The 10 is a number of completion within tarot. So something is completing. It's the end of a painful and difficult situation that's around or that's on the way. All right, so there's definitely transformational energies here on the table. And we've got fertility on the table, or new opportunities, new beginnings, seeds being set. and just being patient, waiting for that seed to grow, whatever that seed is, whatever it means for you, Taurus. But something's ignited your passion, and it's something to do with autonomy, power, control, having strength, you know, building up your strength. But you're suffering in silence, and it's to do with a relationship, within a relationship, something you're not sharing within a relationship that you're really anxious and worried about. Okay. Now, what your guide wanted to say, there's something about heartache and loss and yin-yang harmony. So I'm here. I think it's just slightly out of shot, isn't it? So I'm just going to get some more information. Right, could we have some more clarity, please, about heartache? Why is heartache and loss here? And yin-yang. Why is heartache and loss here? And yin-yang as advice or something else from guide, from spirit. Heartache and loss and yin-yang, please. Why they're here. Right, two more. One more. Okay. Now, there's some form of a competitive energy here. This is somebody who likes to win, needs to win. It's quite a and combative energy. This refers to somebody or an energy of somebody that needs to achieve at any cost. It can be quite ruthless. All right. Extremely focused and can be self-serving. So I'll just put that to one side. All right. So, you know, this could be referring to somebody sort of not closely connected, but it could be an organisation who operates in this way. But it's somebody that's having some form of an impact upon you or upon you and those around you, Taurus. All right, because let's have a look. Something to do with this heartache and loss. It's to do with this new opportunity, this creative, passionate opportunity here with the Page of Wands. And then the Three of Cups, which is a cause for celebration, you know, good news, happy times, celebration. But because it's connected to the heartache and loss and the Page of Wands, I feel this is a third party interference here that's going on. And this is somebody or something that's getting in the way of the smooth running of a relationship. So it's a third party, an external interference here. And it's to do with this creative endeavour. Sometimes it's another person that gets in the way of a relationship. Or sometimes it's somebody's obsession or addiction. All right, and So the yin yang, the harmony, the need for harmony, you know, receiving and giving. We have the Seven of Cups, and this is about having lots of options and choices, and just being needing to be careful and cautious about making the right choice here, taking the right option. And the Five of Wands, which is conflict, disagreements, people having different perspective and viewpoints that they're sticking rigidly to, wanting their voice to be heard. And I feel it's because of all these options and needing to choose things, and it's creating some conflict, some disagreement, and it's creating a disharmony here. And a disharmony perhaps within you or around you, Taurus. I feel it's probably around. Okay. And the extra clarify, it's the Eight of Pentacles, and this is, you know, having to buckle down, focus on something new that you're developing. It's the pre-apprenticeship card. This is a learning curve. Whatever this is, it's a real learning curve. And so it's having to really buckle down and focus on getting something right. All right, so quite a deep, heavy reading here. It won't be for everybody, Taurus, but I think it's the energies are homing in on somebody, or for a small handful of you. So I'm hoping that you will recognise your story here, and will get some form of clarity and understanding of what the energies are trying to say. Okay. Right, can we have two final messages, please, to conclude this reading for Taurus? Two final messages for Taurus, please. All right, Taurus, we have Gates of Triumph, so success expands in your life, and we have Desert Passage, trust that there is a divine plan. All right, Gates of Triumph. Where you are at the moment, it feels a bit dark and barren, all right? But you've just got to go a little bit further, and this links in with being patient at the moment. But you've just got to go a little bit further, and you'll go through the archway, and you've got the sun, this beautiful new sunrise. And success expanding in your life. You've just got to go a little bit further, be a little patient, a little bit longer. Desert Passage, and trust that there's a divine plan here, and that's because of the difficulties, and I can see these difficulties on the table, you know, whatever it means for you, Taurus. And it feels like you're trying to negotiate your way through the desert, find a path through the desert without trying not to get scorched, trying not to get too thirsty, you know, just, you know, all the twists and turns, looking for the oasis somewhere where there's going to be some respite and rest. So a little bit of a difficult journey, but what the universe wants to say, there is a divine plan going on here. So for all the twists and turns, all the sort of the dips, that's where you're learning the most, Taurus, you know. It's all part of your life journey, your soul journey. And the future looking back, you'll understand, you know, how much you learned at this time. Trust that there is divine plan in operation here. All right, Taurus, I'm going to leave it there. Whoever it's for, I hope you've enjoyed the reading and it's given you some support and clarity on your situation. But good luck going forward. Until next time, bye bye for now.